welcome to the Alice Smith School's 75th Anniversary Business Luncheon.
Alice Smith is Malaysia's oldest and only not-for-profit British international school. Your commitment to pursue excellence and inspire young people is one of that. Clearly, implementing the sustainability agenda is no longer just an option, but is an urgent imperative. We are integrating technology even more deeply, and I always tell my people that we hope to learn from the best and work with the best.
The theme of today's event is Thriving in the New Norm for a Sustainable Future. ESG stands for Environmental, Social and Governance. And the ESG criteria are a set of standards for a company's operations that socially conscious investors use to screen potential investments.
So these conferences have taken place every year for the past 26 years, and Alice Smith had already been going for half a century. For the past 75, and in fact closer to 150 years, we've become very used to burning fossil fuels. So change is coming, and at an ever-increasing pace.
I think it's fundamental to any organisation is that successful organisations will build that trust and continue to develop that trust. And no matter what size or scale, whether it's a start-up or whether it's a well-established organisation, trust is fundamental to the relationship you have with the customers.
So it's how do you keep these guys engaged, motivated, productive throughout this period?
People can access me very easily, and I think we've managed to build a superb digital business which we're very excited about and can challenge the Grabs of the world and the Food Pandas of the world. So resilience, I think, is what has come out most.
So I'd say in terms of the best way to pivot in difficult times, no matter how large your company is to be flexible enough and dynamic enough to pivot and so you can react to these changes.
However, we are actually the first platform to fully integrate with EPF. So actually they get equal benefits as a full-time employee, but instead of full-time, they actually have it on demand.
ESG is really driven towards climate change, but there are a lot of other things that need to be taken care of. So for us, obviously, as burners of fossil fuel, we have to be very aware of that. We've been for a long, long time before it became.
I think the reality is early stage startup, stuff like ESG, in some ways you don't think about it as much because your primary role is to survive.
Definitely in the last sort of 10 years, I think the focus has been more towards going green, and it's come through in policies, through City Hall and beyond the local councils, which is important.
Malaysia has to find a balance between providing for those in need and getting out of the subsidy kind of scenario.
There are businesses that do well in this time, so it is just about balance.